Hello and welcome to the channel, YouTube world. These types of videos, I keep saying this over and over again, are my favorite type ever to upload to YouTube. I have to emphasize that just so you understand if I sound a little hyper. It's because I just love sitting down doing nothing but talking. I'm not playing a game, I'm not trying to show you something, I'm not trying to be funny, I'm not trying to do anything. I am just flapping my gums 100 miles an hour. Let's get right into it. I recently bought a graphics card, good for me. I've been playing some games at 60 frames on ultra settings. It's been better than my Xbox One X, which I had to sell because I needed money, and it's been a lot better than my PS4 Pro, although I still love my PS4 Pro. There are some games that I want to play on the PC, that's my own prerogative, so I started diving into some sales on Ubisoft. Been getting like 70, 80, 90% off of some games to try to get to the point. I bought Assassin's Creed Odyssey, which I already owned on the PS4 Pro, but I wanted the better graphics, the 60 frames, not that 30 frame stuff. And, which I still want to mention right now, there are two types of 30 frames a second. I know it sounds funny, just please hear me out. There are games that I played 30 frames that really feel 30 frames-y. It's very sluggish and kind of like choppy, and you're like, oh, my eyes, because you just came from 60 frames, and you're like, I can't do this. But then there's games like Red Dead Redemption 2, which is the epitome of an example I want to use, in which I play on Ultra at 30 frames on my RTX 2070 with my i7 6700, non-K, non-overclocked with 16 gigs of RAM. Yes, I do have ADHD, and I'm super hyper. That game runs at 30 frames a second. Flawless, but it doesn't really feel like 30 frames compared to some other 30 frame games I've played. Let's just get into what happened when I was playing Assassin's Creed Assassin's Creed Origins. I was going orange, like my shirt, because I was fuming. I was really angry because this is what happened when I asked for a refund. I said, reason for the refund, so it even allows you to attempt to make one. I said, it runs terrible despite me being able to play all your other games at 60 frames ultra settings. The frame dips are awful and drop me to 42 frames often. I have the game on PS4 Pro as well, and it runs perfect there at 30 frames. So no need for me to also have it on PC where it runs no better. That was the whole point behind getting it on PC. It's a shame because I love the game, and Odyssey runs wicked at 60 frames ultra, Far Cry 5, The Division 2, Watch Dogs 2, etc. Something is up with Assassin's Creed Origins. Please make sure you don't refund the wrong game. Ha ha ha. I love all your other games I have on there. It's just Assassin's Creed Origins that I purchased on May the 26th. I would like a refund for. I believe it was only like $16 Canadian, so it was like $12 American or $11 American. Got a really good sale on it. And this was the response I got from Zachary. He says, and I quote, "Hi. Thank you for contacting Ubisoft support. In this case, we were unable to issue you a refund for your order. This is because your order has been finalized, and our store policy considers all sales of digital content to be final. We apologize for any inconvenience caused by this. Below is a link if you have any questions about this store refund policy. If you could provide me your MS info and we can determine that your computer does not meet the necessary requirements to play the title, we can then consider a refund. Ding, ding, ding. Beyond that, we'd be more than happy to assist you in technical support to improve your experience. Bitch, you need to optimize that game better so that it just runs better. Now, don't go be dropping a comment in the comment section going, well, get good, punk ass, get a better computer, mofo, because I'm running 60. I don't care. I'm still going to whoop you one. Now, this is what really got under my skin. This right here makes no sense. If we can determine that your computer does not meet the necessary requirements to play the title, we can then consider a refund. How effing flawed is that? So if I'm too stupid as the consumer, the customer, going to purchase a game, and I can't even meet the minimum requirements because I'm unable to read apparently, you're going to compensate me for that and look into giving me a refund. But if I meet or over-exceed the recommendation to play your game title and it still don't work, that's what I'm being told is gonna happen? That absolutely just, wow. That makes no sense to me whatsoever. Alternatively, I also told them that I could have bought this game on Steam and they would have refunded me. Your own game on Steam, and they would have sucked it up. So, here was what I said to him in a reply, which was live, by the way. This was live in action. This is what I said, and I know it's long, but that's just, that's what she said. Being told if I provide further information about my computer, which would prove that my PC doesn't meet the requirements, would make you consider giving me a refund is ridiculous. Psst. A customer should take responsibility to ensure they meet their requirements. I far exceed them, and in good faith figured I love your games and generally they all run well except Assassin's Creed Unity, which was a nightmare on launch. I have practically purchased all your games over the years on multiple platforms, and to be told basically that I have no chance to get a refund because I meet the requirements is flawed logic. I'm being penalized for meeting or exceeding the requirements, but could be compensated if I was at fault and purchased a game in which I didn't meet the requirements? I am quite pissed off, and this is why, no offense, I generally purchase my games from Steam or Origin. They have a no bullshit refund policy. It's sad because I find your company provides some of the best games in the world. However, the dodgy launcher and now my first interaction with customer support, we're not off to a good start. In closing, all my other Ubisoft games run flawlessly. Assassin's Creed Odyssey, which is newer than Origin, runs like a dream. Watch Dogs 2, The Division 2, Ghost Recon Wildlands, etc., etc. It is only Origins, and if you look around online, there are tons of people who have i9 processors, 2080 Ti graphics cards, who struggle this game at 60 frames a second. The problem is not on my end. I am 43 years old, and I have been gaming on PC since the 80s. Origins is simply not an overall well-optimized game for many, it seems, and me having to pay the price for that and being unable to get a measly $15 from your company is ridiculous. Sorry, but yes, I'm pissed off.
Show me the money. Show me the money!
You know what his response was? I am reaching out to let you know that we have issued you a full refund to the payment method associated with your order. You should see the payment returned to you within the next 5 to 7 business days, depending on your financial institution. I hope you have a wonderful day. Best regards, Zachary. You see what happened there? Sometimes you gotta lay down the law. Put your foot down and say, hey, I'm not gonna take the shit, or Batman's coming out. You see what I just did there? You don't want to see that side of me coming out. And I got my money back. All this for $15? No, it's the principle. And I get it. Well, if you would have looked at their terms of services, nowhere does it say they provide digital refund. I don't give a shite what the terms of services are. We live in a world where if your fat ass goes to Walmart, you buy a t-shirt, and it doesn't fit 2 weeks later, or up to 3 months later, you can return it. You get your money back. You buy a $5,000 MacBook Pro, you go, oh my god, what was I doing? And you decide to go back to Best Buy, they don't give a shit. They give you your money back. You opened it, it doesn't matter, they don't care. Almost anything on Earth can be returned, except for things like a car and video games. For the most part, if you're on console, you're kind of screwed. You're getting shammed. Why do I keep looking at my microphone? But if you're on Steam, you're on Origins, there's that peace of mind if you don't abuse it as well, and they can tell by how many games you've purchased. Like my Steam has, over 400 or 500 games, and I've refunded 2 or 3. So yeah, I'm not exactly a high risk. So let's get up close and personal here. Sorry, I'm just really excited because I got that money back and I kind of proved a point. And it's also to share with you the following. Don't buy Assassin's Creed Origins, or you're going to turn orange. Like I said in the beginning, Assassin's Creed Oranges. It's a shame. I love the game, but you know what? It actually runs better on my PS4 Pro. The 30 frames on there, I know. It feels less jarring than the 30 frames I had it locked at when I was playing it on the PC. It's a very rare thing. Doesn't happen often at all, but it does. So that's the rant. Have I seriously been talking for 10 minutes? I have. So that's the story. And I love doing these, like I said, where I just get right off the wall. I have ADHD. My brain is on fire. It's on high octane. But these really help me as well with my anxiety. To talk a little bit about that, boo-hoo me, okay? I do have some anxiety, and sometimes I have some like pent-up energy, and because I don't go out, don't really have any friends, I stay home. That's what I do. It's nice to be able to do this, even though no one's watching it. You know, that's the funny thing. I could have 0 views on this video. Doesn't matter. The fact that I know I'm doing something productive for my channel and it's gonna go up on there with like 4 views, I'm okay with that. I really am. It gave me a reason to record, to do something. Because like I said before, I've been on YouTube for about 15 years. Since Boogie2988 coming at you live through the power of the internet has been on YouTube. Him and I opened up our YouTube channels on the exact same day, at the same month, of the same year. Only he took the ball and he went with it into the end zone. I didn't even take the ball. I didn't even look at the ball. I looked at somebody else's ball. That didn't really sound good at all. You know what I meant. I watched other people pass me by with their balls, you know what I'm saying? Running into the end zone and making something of themselves. And then I was like, shit, if he does that, why can't I do that? Maybe not as good. It's not a competition. But let's get at it. Anyways, I'm going to shut up now. So let me know down below in the comments section any type of interactions you've ever had with either Ubisoft support, Microsoft. Microsoft is pretty good. And I'm not saying that Ubisoft isn't good. Like this Zachary guy was following protocol. Let me know. Apple, doesn't matter what it is. Walmart, I don't care. Just in general, you returning something, and maybe especially if there's an instance in which normally you shouldn't be able to get a refund on something, you still managed to do it. Why was the reason you wanted a refund, and how did that work out for you? So as always, if you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. You didn't like the video. Yeah, that's right. Little hand magic there. You can't see me. Anyways, I'll make sure if you give it a thumbs down, well, first of all, I'll break it off in your ass, and then you'll get a little bit of this.
Who's talking now? Huh?
So that's it. Hopefully, I'll see at least some of you in the next video. Bye for now.